Planner besties, busy bees. So many of us in the luxury planning community talk quite a bit about premium brands. We have Vanderspec, Filofax, Cloth and Paper, Louis Vuitton, even Chanel agendas. However, during these times, things are hard. Not everybody has it like that. So during this back to school era, I decided that I was going to swing by my local Five Below and see how I can explore planning and journaling for peace and productivity that doesn't break the bank. And the good news is, I came up with a whole bag full of planning and journaling items, which we will get into right after my theme music. Welcome back to Stories and Stationery. Without further ado, we're going to get into it right after you and I hydrate. As always, Mr. Stanley is holding me down. I'm loving this almond rose I picked up on eBay. I love a good secondhand deal. Also, there's the Dove Body Love. This is the same scent as that pink soap you remember from your grandma's house. So we're going to hydrate, get ourselves together, and now let's go through the haul. So I did get a summer tote, which many of you know from beach, time. We've spent time at the beach and the pool. These are the best bags to have. This was $5. I think what we should do is we should just total up how much everything costs. This also helped me save a plastic bag because along with everything being expensive, between data centers and oil prices and everything else, we need to do better about our planet. So I'm going to go through each item really, really quickly. And I sincerely suggest, I don't know how I pronounce sincerely. Let's just let it go. I suggest you check out your local Five Below and your local dollar stores before you go to Target, Amazon, Temu, anything online. Some of us are boycotting Target, but then there's Walmart. Depending on where you live locally, there is Meijer up here in the Midwest, BJ's Warehouse, Sam's Club, Costco. Check out your dollar store and your Five Below. Let me show you what I got because everything in this basket totaled up to less than $100. I'm going to begin with this really glittery and pretty binder. So I believe that this was $5. Everything is kind of marked and listed on here. And I'm going to take it out of the plastic. I believe it's a 3-ring binder. And yeah, glitter binder. Here, I should show you the ISBNs just in case you want to try to grab it yourself at your local Five Below. And this is just really what's up. So it's blue. Blue is my favorite color. Has been since I was a baby. My other favorite color is red. And you have your ring protectors in here. This is pristine. You don't have any pockets on the side. You don't need the pockets. You can always get pockets to insert. This is perfect. Item number 1. So now we're at $10. The good news is that this index card case, let me show you that. This is only $2. You can use this for a number of different things. Yes, you can use it for index cards. You can also use it for business cards. You can use it for stickers that your kids may bring home. You can use it, I think, for shorter pens and pencils. They have to go sideways. You can use it for just about anything you need. $2. This is still costing what it cost maybe even 5 to 7 years ago. So this has not been inflated. Along with this, I have a matching index card set, but because I did not put everything in order, I don't have it right away. So I'm going to put this on the side and show you how the index cards can fit in there, because baby, we know these young people need some flash cards. Going alongside this gorgeous glitter binder, let me see if I can put it up there. Well, I don't know that I can without it falling. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's good. The next thing we have is a planner. So if you cannot afford to get your babies the fancy schmancy planners, you don't have to pay $100, several $100 like some of us fancy people do. You don't even have to pay $10. This academic planner from Five Below is only $5. And let me show you the features. You have 26, 27 on there, this academic year. You open it up. You have the title page, which I really do like. You then have your 2 years at a glance. And you all know from some of my previous videos, I do believe that we need to have more years of a glance from people. I don't know what they need to put our years in a glance. Sometimes planners don't include it. Then you have space to fill out what the year will look like. As you can see, 26, 27. This is where you have the 2-year spread on, or the full academic year spread month by month. And the lovely thing is that I do believe that your Sunday is coded. So gray. So where you see the gray, that's your Sunday. So you do know where your new week starts. That is a really nice feature. You get your full calendar that is on 2 months. I can dig it. I can get into that. Then we do have a week by week planner. It is in the horizontal format. You have your days of the week, Monday start, which I always love in a weekly. You have your days of the week on the left side, and on the right side, you have a full lined notes page. This is, I would say, letter size. So I didn't give you the size. This is a full letter size, just like the binder, which is standard for school. You know, these fancy sizes that we use, they're mainly for grown-ups. But if you are still a school kid, you need a full letter size. So you do have, yep, kind of see. And I will say the monthly spreads start with July. So you do have the July monthly spread. So this is a really nice planner, and you can flip through it when you go to your local Five Below. Listen, do not run. No, that's the opposite. Do not walk, run. Because listen, baby, I may be using this one for something. The preview of the end is some of these things I'm going to be giving away with my Eastern Star chapter, because both being an Eastern Star, a Delta, an alumni of 3 different schools, and also Detroit Public School alumni and just a church member, good person, I want the babies to have school supplies. So we do have this. $5. What a deal. What a bargain. All right, so moving right along. I know I'm not elegant as I'm reaching back and putting, but I don't know where else to do. I see people on their giveaways and they throw stuff all over the place. And I'm like, you have to clean that up after you finish filming. YouTube over 40, shout out. Okay. This is a 4-outlet power strip because, as we know, our young people have devices. They may have a laptop they need to charge. They have their tablets. They have their computers. They have their phones. They have their iPod, AirPods. They have watches. They deserve their own 4-outlet strip. This is amazing. It is $7. Always check your local dollar and Five Below, really Five Below. If you haven't been in there lately, it's not just for the kids. Definitely go in. The only note I would give to Five Below, not that major corporations listen to me, y'all didn't need to put this bow on here. You know, I get it. Like, I love blue and I'm a very, very, very feminine lady, but at the same time, you make it more gender neutral if you don't put the little bow. So that power strip is $7. So there you go. Okay, next up, we have a cup. You know, the French countryside that I have work going on in this room. You know, you have that powder blue, robin's egg blue, baby blue. You got it going on here. Bonjour. You have the stripes. This is functionally a Stanley, but for a fraction of the price. I'll show you the inside. You do have your straw, removable straw for cleaning. It's the same size as Mr. Stanley, so it's a dupe for it. Bonjour. I mean, everything that you need. And actually, it's a little bit lighter, so it would be easier for your babies to carry to school. Here are the features of the cup. And here is the ISBN number. I don't think it's askew, and this part is covered up. So you can always take a screenshot or stop. So there you go. You got a full cup. Listen, I got like just a little bow for kicks and giggles. When I originally was going to do this video, I was going to put the little bow on the edge because my birthday will be in less than 2 weeks. And I'm always really excited. It's July 30th. It's August 11th. You know, everybody you know who's born in August, we love our birthdays. But this is still cute because you can put this in your baby's heads. You can put it on their backpack. They can use it as a backpack charm, a bag charm, something to craft with. And it is just $2. Oops, it's upside down. Listen, they have a lot to label. And I'm so happy they actually still have the prices on the product, because once laws were passed over the past 20 years here in the United States, you did not have to put prices on products. And I totally disagree with those laws. They didn't make any sense. All right. You also have a magnetic locker accessory kit. This is something that you can put into your metal locker. You have your mirror. You have a utility cup where you can put whatever you need. You can put pens, pencils, gum, mint, hopefully not chewed or consumed. You have a dry erase mirror. You have a magnet. So as you're decking out your locker, and of course, everything I'm showing you in blue, they had in pink and sometimes purple. Generally, it's blue, pink, or purple. I don't know what they have against you girls who love green, but yeah, I'm a blue girl, so. And then this is the back product information. It was just $5. So, I'm gonna throw that aside. All right, for your artistic babies, there is a sketchbook. And I love it because it's perfect bound, hardcover, has a cute little whimsical design. I'm not sure, waves. It reminds me of something from the 60s or 70s, but really cool. Here is the back. This is just $5. Why pay more? Why go to Blick Art why go to an art store when you have this right here? And you do have sketch paper inside. So it's a blank book. Just all blank. And yes, I am thinking about keeping preview. Just the only things I would keep out of here and probably buy a second to put in the gift basket are this and the planner. Like, this is just really nice if I ever want to sketch out something or I want blank paper. I don't need to pay $20, $40, $50, $60, $70 for that out of my fancy companies, I could just go across the street to Five Below. Got it. And now next we have what I went to Five Below for, and I have to remember the YouTuber who I found this from, or was it on TikTok? You got $4 clear pencil cases. Thumbnail shot. Anyway, these are amazing. You can put anything you want in here. You can put pencils and pens in here. You can put your makeup in here. These are travel cases. These are cases you can put snacks in. If you have a large enough bag or purse or tote you carry around, you can put things in there. They are closed with a zipper, and plastic is hard, so think about Tupperware or something like that. Perfectly clear, and then you can zip or unzip and put whatever you need in here. And zipper pencil case is only $4 each. That's why I got two. One for me and one for whichever baby ends up getting this at our chapters giveaway. Of course, $4 might seem like too much in this economy for a pencil case. In that case, here is the OG, tried and true classic pencil case that I had as a kid myself, as a teacher for almost a decade, and certainly as a professor for the past 2 decades of education. Dollar pencil case, still $1, even in this economy. It's a snap close lid. You got your ISBN number, $1. Get as many as you, I don't know if they have a product limit, I shouldn't say that, but definitely you got your dollar pieces. You also have another kind of planner. So if you prefer an undated planner, which is what this is, there's your ISBN. You can certainly get it in several different colors at your local Five Below. So planner, this planner belongs to, very familiar page. There's a double spiral. This is letter size. Again, it's not as common of a planner size for the fancy companies. I think the only company I subscribe to that has a letter size planner is Jane's Agenda subscription box. You have undated months, so you can this is ready for your deco. It's ready for any kind of way you choose to use this. Even if you're an inconsistent planner, sometimes undated may be for you. So you have a whole year of that, maybe even 2 years. I need to count this. Okay, so you have 12 months of the month and year pages. Then you have the weekly pages, where this is going to be the weekly layout. And then you have 52 weeks of the year, and you have everything you need there. As you can see, you can put, you have horizontal format weeks, you have priorities, to-do list, notes, you have a habit tracker at the very bottom, daily habits. Again, every single thing that you need in order to plan. Good people, you do not have to follow the crowd, follow us, have a whole paycheck line for your planners. This is good enough. $5. All right, the next item that we have is a composition book. I always kept a composition book during my years of teaching K-12, and then up until I began teaching mostly doctoral students. When I was teaching everything from elementary to middle and high school, bachelor's and master's students, I would sometimes even get composition books for my whole class. We use them for everything from journaling when I was teaching middle and high school or upper elementary school to taking notes, because paper note-taking is a lost art, and I think it does need to get lost. So I would encourage my students to do their own commonplace notebook. You have a composition book here. There are 70 pages. It's perfect bound, as all composition books are. Bring back the blue books, literally and figuratively. It's wide ruled, I believe. I mean, we've gotten away from wide ruled versus college ruled because remember, if you're my age or older, where teachers would tell you whether or not they wanted you to use wide ruled or college ruled. And then here is the information. This is $3. $3. All right. Next up, I know I don't have any pens, but you could get all kinds of pens. I have so many pens from subscriptions, from purchases. I did get these metallic markers. Amazing. They can be used on white and black paper pretty soon. I'm going to do a Jane's Agenda August sub box review. We did get an all black notebook, which is so exciting, like a fairy tale book. And why pay elevated prices for oil-based or paint markers? I have a full set of those, but back in the day, up until maybe about 5 years ago, even up until my 40s, I couldn't afford to spend all that money on it. Here you go, $5, full set of paint markers. And don't think you have to get everything at once. You can get things over time as well. Listen, if you have children, if you have nieces, nephews, grandchildren, and you want to amuse them, take them to Five Below. Don't just let them get the toys. Let them go to the art and craft section, and you're going to find all kinds of not only paint markers, but paints, easels, sketchboards. Encourage analog creativity. Next is the handy dandy 70 sheet, one subject notebook. It is college ruled. And again, keeping with my blue theme, we were not allowed to use college ruled notebooks until I was in high school because we were supposed to be practicing handwriting. Now my students say I have wonderful handwriting. These used to always be paper because I graduated high school in 1995. I told you I'm old as dirt, but yeah, this is plastic. They would not have used plastic back then because we were constantly having the edges ripped off. Now you don't even have that danger. And guess what? 70 sheets, college ruled. There's ISBN, $1. Why pay more? All right, we still got more to go. We still got more to go. This, my dear people, this is a diary. Now, the one thing it is not is a locking diary. Raise your hand if you had a sister or brother growing up who broke into your diary. Raise your hand if you had a sister or brother growing up who broke into it multiple times to read what you had to say. Okay. Eldest daughter problems. Anyway, just like I'm wearing pink, deltas look good in any color, by the way, if any of my AKA sister Greeks are listening. Say, oh, you're wearing that pink. Anyway, blue and pink go together very well. And so you got a little pink bow because I guess they've done their marketing research. They know who's buying this stuff. So you have a magnetic closure instead. And I would say this is about, maybe it's an A5. I think it's an A5 size notebook. I don't think it's B6. B6 would be smaller. And it's perfect bound. Let me see if you could see you get ruled pages, wide ruled pages. And yeah, you do have this sort of stripy, pink ribbony interior cover on both sides. So yeah, this is cute, adorable. And it is only, if I recall correctly, $5 as well. So remember, you can get $25 items for $100. And if you don't have 100, you can get fewer. Now, this is less for the babies and more for me. I'm going through perimenopause. It is hot, really hot. I've been traveling around. I spent a week in Florida for my family reunion. Oh my goodness, I had only a beautiful boots on the ground clacker fan for that dance. I would have loved to have had this fan, power bank and fan. You can use a handheld fan and charge your phone at the same time. Isn't that beautiful? Only $7. Why pay more? There's nothing in this basket that's over $7. All right. Almost at the end. This is something you all are going to see on future videos. Deco edge scissors. I used to love using my mama's pinking shears, her old pinking shears, to do things with paper when I was a kid. She's a sewer. And Lord knows I am going to be pinking the heck out of things in my planner notebooks. This is so cute. They had, of course, the purple one had a different edge. I think they had a pink or purple one, but as always, blue has it. You know, you get this nice wavy edge. We're going to have fun with these. So again, we're going to get a second one for the kids. And then this one is going in my planner repertoire. Of course, we have to do the Touchland trend. Now, my nieces and nephews got me into Touchland because of influencers. I wondered why hand sanitizer was between $10 and $16. It's $10 on sale. Well, guess what? Of course, as you know, you can definitely get it from the dollar store or Five Below. $3 seems about right to me to keep your baby's hands all sanitized. Open it up. Usually I hate when influencers do this, but and it smells good. Fresh linen. It's one of my favorite scents. I'm going to go back. Anything linen, anything cotton, anything dryer, I just love clean clothes. Going back to Five Below to get me some more of these, because it's not just the babies that could use this. You could use it too. Last but not least, just as I suspected, at the very bottom of the bag were the first things I saw, which were index cards. You have them not only loose like we did as kids, they give you the place where you can keep them. This is good people. You get 100 index cards. You can label what they're for. They're lined. You remember those? They have rounded corners, and then you are able to create your own flashcards for your kid or for yourself. How handy, how lovely. You also do have sort of like this key ring like job. You have a ring where you can take them on or off. Certainly, I have some things I need to study for, you know, just various things I'm doing, my personal curriculum, my clubs. And just because I can, we have the very first item in this haul fits the index cards absolutely perfectly. Even the basket itself, I do believe you can still get it. As you know, you can use these not just for the beach, not just for trips, not just to organize a big trunk. You can also use this to organize things at home. So you have a laundry room. Do you have a basement? Do you have any kind of storage? The summer tote is definitely where it's at. Here is the ISBN number. And now my haul is empty. Good people, I'm so pleased to show you that the total for my haul, and I'm scratching out the last 4 digits of my credit card number, not that anyone cares, and then the authorization number, and then all this. The last 4 digits of my haul, I'm sorry, the total haul was $101.76. So yes, I did go a little over $100 out of all this abundance, but for $100, we received, this is 2 items, 3, 4, oh my goodness, I have things on 4, 5, let's see, 6, 7. I just want to count what's all in here. Leave me alone. 8, 9. I'm gonna have to crawl. Ah, I'm flashing the camera. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 items plus the bag for less than $100. The $100, the $101.75 includes tax. Good people, let me know in the comments if you would like to see more budget-friendly planner hauls, planner content. We can pivot. We can be more versatile with what we show here. Until then, I wish you and all your loved ones well. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to moisturize. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.